Cup car.
Yes, there has.
There's floodplaats.
919 facing the wrong way and was at the current race leader sneaking through as well, Ayhan Guvin. When do you send the news to the Turkish driver that he's going to have to spend 1 minute and 40 seconds in the penalty box? I'm looking at the document now. Doesn't really offer much more information. This was the 54 Porsche up the inside of the Cup car and then into the tyres for the 919. Oh, and it's torn the wheel off the car as well. So 919, where was that in the order? 7th for Joe Dexnis. Now, if anything, I would have said that the 54 car in that instance was further alongside Joel Stern, but surely something like that's going to be looked at as well now.
So this might play in the favour of the Porsche a little bit, because by the time Rover gets there, there's going to be a code 60, but maybe he'll lose 20, maximum 30 seconds there, because the code 60 will start 2 marshal posts before. So.
Yes, and whereas the race leader, you're saying, got through.
Yeah, they just snuck through. Yeah.
True. I tell you, this race is crazy. Well, you know why we keep coming back for it, because it just keeps things alive, generally speaking, into the final few hours. We've got 3 of those hours to go. We're still not quite sure which of the 2 cars is going to win, if it's one of those 2, the 98 BMW or the 911 Porsche.
All of these elements that we've just been talking about there, the gaining time in a code 60. When you're in the cockpit, Adam, how much of that are you aware of? Are you being fed that sort of information? I mean, what difference can you make? Surely you're already, flat out, you're doing as best you can.
You're just hoping when you're approaching a code 60 or a slow zone that there are going to be no little cars leading up to it, because of course we will come flat out, and there's the double yellow is 120, the purple code 60 is 60 kilometers an hour. So we'll come flying and we'll try and brake as late as we can, down to 3rd gear, pit limiter on, and hold it at 120. But like I got a little bit lucky during the night. Out of one of the corners, I managed to get past a smaller car, and there was a single yellow, and the Ferrari behind me didn't, and it was all uphill, so I was able to accelerate for the next 2 marshal posts whilst there was just single yellows flat out, and the car behind just got stuck behind this little car which he couldn't overtake until the end of the code 60 zone. And so just from that, I think that gave me like maybe an 8-second breather, and that's with a code 60 that we've both managed to go through. So the difference between coming up to a code 60 now for the BMW and then actually already getting through it just full speed, like you can easily lose it. So there's a double yellow here, so he's stuck behind the little car now.
So that's just after Hoekeiken, Kiddelbacher-Hoor, and then Flugplatz is just over the next rise.
It'll be interesting to see sector 3 and 4. They're quite short sectors, but you'll get an idea of how much they'll have lost.
But what you've just described there is that focus, that concentration. It kind of reminds me of taking you back to your karting days, when every time you came round on a rolling lap, you had to be ready for it to go.
Yes.
You had to be ready for that green flag, and it's like that through every code 60s. You've got to get ready to put.
You can see this little blue car is not quite doing 60. I don't know whether they just don't have it on the limiter.
Are you allowed to overtake if he's doing 55?